W's. Grape colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Step 180. Step 180. Watch the car.
Rivers on first down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go. 60 out long. 55, Mike. Get the ball.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Elliott. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Back to throw. Johnson. He can run for it, and he will. And another juke. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A first down carry by Elliott. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Olivier Vernon drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The run there on 1st down gets him a yard to the 26. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a man who really came on late last year. It's Damian Williams. And he powers his way up past the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Check three.
On play action, Rivers. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
On 3rd down, Rivers and Amendola with a catch. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Rivers. And it's caught here, Amendola. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 10 more there and another 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Johnson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 47 yards. Now that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a 3rd to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
Looking to throw. Johnson buying time to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check 13. Check 13.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Back to throw. Johnson, and Graham's got it, complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's 2nd and 8. James has got it, complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Olivier Vernon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Here's Danny Amendola as he and the offense march back onto the field. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense, kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that time and change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Rivers on the money, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Hey, ready?
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. First down, Rivers. He sets to fire deep. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. This one complete. Right side to McDonald. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is indeed good. And that will do it for this first. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Johnson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Now Johnson on 1st and 10. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off. Johnson odds poke 3. Football's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Johnson from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? Well, it doesn't really matter. Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. A first down throw here for Rivers. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football?
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jalen Smith came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he'll lose. Yardage here, back at the 47.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now Rivers. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw. Johnson. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check 43, 36. Check 4, check 4.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Zach Brown. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Rivers now from the 50. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rivers. And that is incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
57's the mic. Rock 57. Blue down.
White, 89.
Rivers now. And this is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The connection made. It's Graham. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Here's Johnson from the gun on 3rd down. And left side here, it's Graham. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
You see me? You see me?
You hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. I like the way I said that, in his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Rivers gets set to lead this offense. Down by 5. A little under a minute 50 remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. He's back to throw. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they got to continue to move quickly.
Back to throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. Rivers has been through this many times as he'll hustle his guys to the line. It's complete to Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
And it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just...
Oh, no, he lost the football. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Here's Rivers. That's complete to Sharp. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. One last shot now for Rivers. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
start your week by installing your game plan.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on E!
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by their second-year quarterback. It was the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner, as most of you know, and that's Baker Mayfield.
65, 65.
They go play action. Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. To throw, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
2nd and 3. Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Dez Bryant, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point splits the uprights. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
There's nothing to correct at all. You've
Tampa
got it
pretty
down
good.
pat. And I just remember as a player,
Tampa pretty good.
Sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers.
I said Tampa Bay is pretty good.
Oh, Tampa! I thought they was like 1-6.
Man, them go 5-2. Well, 5-3 now.
Okay.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And still a lot of football to be played in this season.
So
we're only in
they
November.
got
A lot can happen
Khalil
between now
Mack,
and January. But if it ended today,
Harrison
they would
Smith,
just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot
like
to fight
meet
for.
up with them
Wasn't
again.
it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all
The
made
way they
sure to let
playing.
us know we know where we are right
Niggas
now.
got 10
But the
sacks.
playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, getting the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get it.
And they need it very. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
For the broadcast on my phone.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on.
Aaron
Lead
Rodgers
up with a screen soon.
And the Colts. Cheating rascals. Hopkins and Rodgers. The Colts.
On third down, Mayfield completes it to Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 22. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, on the tackle.
I changed mine. I changed my defense and I changed my offense.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him,
going
and
to
that
that
is
5-2.
sack number 7 for him on the year.
Check back.
5-2.
Yeah.
Third and long for Mayfield.
You got that many good D-line or running back?
And Ingram hauls it in. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
I don't know.
A big third down.
I might have to wait till
might
have to wait till next year when I can make some trades and stuff.
After the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Until you get a playoff spot locked up.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game.
Oh, that's 4-4.
He's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a
not that
long
good,
way
though.
to go in this football game. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play
They got Baker Mayfield.
don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
Jimmy G playing.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
You watching
The
the football
safety,
today?
Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
I was at work most of the day. I didn't get off till like 9:30.
But you all,
No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong.
I gotta go to work
opening
tomorrow,
They
and
had
then I'm
3
off
points in their back pocket.
Monday,
It was there
Tuesday,
for them.
Wednesday, and
If
Thursday.
you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
That's going to go as a loss of a
Hate that
yard, and
stupid
it'll be
job.
second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
It's not a set time till I can go
Now
home.
we'll let it go deep
I
down the
think
left
so.
sideline. And this is what here?
so you
Incomplete,
go
they
in
say.
like-
It looked like it was intercepted.
Like, it changed. Like, so that they tell me when to come in. So like I usually go in at 5:30 on Saturday, but I had to go in at 4 today, and they leave till 10. Well, till 9:30.
He may try and run for this. He'll have a first down past the 40.
But you didn't know you was getting off at 10 until you got there?
Big game.
Yeah, you don't know what time you gonna get off to till like halfway through.
I couldn't do that. I need to know.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, it's out. And not much.
When I go
Maybe
to
a
work,
yard down
I
to
go
the 23.
with the expectation that I'm going to be there till 5:30 in the morning.
Opposite from the
Sometimes we get
previous
off
big
early.
gainer. And this should be the final play before the quarter
Nah,
ends.
see, you liable to go in there
On second down,
at 5:30, not to get off till 11.
Right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
They have to be better than that.
Johnson now on third down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. His first catch, good for
And there you
9 and a
go.
first down.
One thing you're hoping
We can't have no electronic devices or nothing. So I don't be knowing what time it is.
We're supposed to have phones and stuff. That's why we're going to get my Apple Watch. I can't have a cell phone. I can have a watch.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
My Apple Watch too.
You don't see that a ton, do you? The
I would be fine with. I'd be fine with that.
A run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressing him on his side of the field.
You can't have nothing. No AirPods, no.
And just sprints over there to help out.
No
He ends up getting the
watch.
tackle.
If it's a watch, you gotta be like a cheap watch.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Why they scared y'all?
Now Johnson operating from the gun. Buying time to, and he is.
They think we're gonna take pictures of people. I guess they think we're gonna take pictures of like people's packages and stuff.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Take pictures of people, addresses, maybe.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner. But with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws, and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both get the analysis.
Maybe what they
Impressed.
scared of.
Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we
But
be?
it ain't no.
We've seen him improve throughout the
But you
year.
still ain't gonna know when
We've
it's gonna
seen him
get there.
settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen.
Carl, you do an unloading
It's also
truck.
safe for him.
The load truck gotta load it
To
up.
turn on Sports Talk Radio.
And it might, and it probably gotta go to like a post
And
office.
he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 23.
Yeah, they probably like some packages, you know,
San Francisco
some stuff that can be put in like the post office.
Drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the
So
first half.
that's
This
what you
becomes
do,
a pretty
load,
important drive.
unload and unload truck.
Does, and a lot
I
of
unload
teams
truck.
script plays.
If
We
I had to
know
load,
that,
I'd
right?
been on
They
quick and
have
find
a
me
script
something
to
up.
start the ball game.
By
And typically
hand?
those scripts go
Yeah,
between
by
12
hand.
and 24, 25 plays. Down
No
2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll
It's been like a
abandon it
bunch of
just yet
chapelines and
try
Christmas
generate some
trees.
offense on this drive.
Anything.
And my thing is Christmas Wednesday. If y'all ain't had your Christmas tree now, what's the point of ordering now?
Some people don't put Christmas trees up until the day before, until
Mayfield
Christmas
on
Eve.
play action.
People wake up with a Christmas
And
tree.
Robinson with a big
Presents.
catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Then my back be hurting sometimes, especially when I be lifting them
Now a first down carry.
packages.
It's
You
Michelle.
constantly
Runs
bending
through
over,
the contact.
bending over,
It's a
picking up
loss of
boxes.
2 there, bringing up second down.
We'll tell you come out there and drive support us, but
So what now?
so I will tell you come out there and drive the forklift.
On second down, Michelle. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's
I'm
going to
looking-
leave them
I'm
with
looking
still
for
about 8
something
or
else.
9 to go on third
Monday through
down.
Thursday, but
The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield down. Finds his
You work what time?
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball
That'll
on
mess with
receiver
Joe,
before
you
any
get off
defender
at
can step
5:30.
up and fill it.
But
They
you
get
got to
it
go
well
to
there,
class and
perfectly
stuff.
executed
That'll
crossing
mess
route.
with your,
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
focus in class
Another
and stuff.
example
You'll
right
be
there how
sleeping
this
class.
defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their
Sometimes when I get
interior
off, I come home
guys
and go to
to
sleep.
get
I don't get
upfield
up
and
till
spill into the
11:30, 12
backfield.
o'clock.
So how are you going to combat that?
And-
You know,
and
basically
then
bring
try
in
to
your
go do
tight
some
end,
real
keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
You ain't been crappy
That was
fishing?
the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far. On the, now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Shell crash. He say basically it's like a brim.
And we know
It's a
coaches
cross
preach
breed
about this and work on it all the
between
time.
a crappy
Catch the ball.
and
you know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
a shell crappy. So I was like, That don't even make no sense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver.
I thought it was
second down.
Shell cracking.
From the 21, it's second and 10.
Nice shell crack out of there. That what Captain said, shell crack. I said, yeah. That's what I thought it was. But I think that's what they call it, shell cracking. But I'm going to get some the minnows.
Johnson going to throw again. Complete to Bryant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Gotcha.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to
you going out to win?
Our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I might do it in the next few days because if I don't catch that out of there, I might just go.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive lineman with it faking people out.
He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That's Crosby in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And they'll be inside the 35 down the 34-yard line.
Grocery store. Like a Kroger or something.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you the combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Yeah, I don't need nothing like. Shoot, I like on weekends. I don't work weekends. I make like 15, 50 hours
from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Where at?
On fourth down, Johnson
steps
away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football.
No one open, don't force it.
Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
So that won't be doing again until like February.
Here's Johnson.
So all the money I'm making on January, I can pretty much just save up and spend that money.
Into the hands of DJ Chark. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I went to the
21 yards.
Went to the lottery the other day, and the lady was like, "How I feel about huh?"
I said I saw that on Instagram.
Johnson. Oh, you
that
saw
stupid
that
nigga throw it right to him.
Intercepted, throwing back across his body. Picked up on
but she asked me how I feel about working in New York. I was like, shoot.
Stages of the first half. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless for the football that time for the rookie.
I don't know if I want to go to New York now.
And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of
I ain't tell her that. I was like, I'm open to all my choices.
Others will tell you.
But my head, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to end up going to New York now.
He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
So I walked him down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour. This guy stone-faced.
She's saying like,
don't rain on my
they do,
parade,
but she was just saying like, just speaking, how do I feel about working like, do I want to stay in Georgia? Will I be like open to like other states and stuff?
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on first down. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott.
You can get
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Go visit New York.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And it's been like this all night long.
I said my top 3 choices. The top 2 places I want to go is Delta, CNN, or I'll go back to the lottery.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think
Delta number 1, and then CNN, and then the lottery. But like if I went to, they said they hired me back at the lottery.
Back to throw. Johnson.
I just still want to see what's else out there. I don't want to lock in on one job.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
3 times better than the line.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Looking to throw. Johnson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete.
I'm going to keep all my options open for sure. I ain't going to jump. I know I ain't going to jump. I'm going to start like applying that, like in January, February.
Johnson now. Throwing again. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself.
She was telling me I need to update my LinkedIn profile though.
A big scene. Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far.
I ain't update that thing in a minute.
And inside the 20 before he's brought
she's like, that's the first thing recruiters look at.
Again as the tackle's going to
so
be
she's like, I need to like change my picture, update my my graduation thing, and then put my status to searching, because it says it says inactive right now, which means I ain't like looking for like a job or nothing. So she said I need to change those things. Like and she said I need to get like connect with like 200 people. I was at 55, but like now I'm at 75.
2nd and 9 now. Being chased out left.
All right, well, you connecting here in the Atlanta area.
Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class.
Well, she just said make sure I get 200 people. So she like she want to see how serious I am. She said she'll help me, but she need to know that I'm gonna put in the effort too on my side.
Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something.
She gave me to like January the 3rd. So I mean, I have already changed my picture and updated my my status. I just gotta get the 200 the 200 connection. I'm at I think I'm at 75 now, so I get it.
A 6-yard touchdown.
You know what they just called on me?
The Seahawks are
so what now?
You know, you saw what they just called on me?
What?
A bit further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing.
I'm looking at it now.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing.
And she's like, I need to get at least 3 letters of recommendation, which I can get like 7 of those. So it ain't gonna be hard for me to get that.
Game, being on the second half, no matter what. Well, this first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And they will not get a chance to
Green Bay 9-1.
It's through the end zone for a touchback.
In my division.
The 49er offense set to get this drive.
They got Lamar Jackson at quarterback.
Time hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown.
Somebody will be getting the number 1 seed.
They were down at the half.
Man, you seen that look? You seen somebody had like Lamar Jackson on the game, and like they was like you know how when you be like doing like them little long like you doing like they be doing lunges. He did that, and then like he juked the dude and then ran in for a touchdown.
And he took that in one hand.
Man, come on now. Look at this kick.
For 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Looked like Kittle did.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And
I'm gonna get a whole bunch of these people this offseason. It's easy to trade in the offseason, so.
Man, you saw that first down.
Yeah.
Offense is locked in right now.
I guess everybody on rookie deals.
3 plays, 3 first downs.
Sure, I don't know what everybody on.
They keep this up. They get to the end zone real fast.
We just drafted them, so I guess everybody on a 4-year rookie deal.
Nah, some people on 3. It depends on like what round you got them in.
15 he goes. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Then again, I don't know. Shady McCourt, he'll free agent. I mean, he's looking to re-sign, so. I don't really know how it's working.
No gain on the dump off. Second down.
Some players, it's gonna be some decent players out there, but it ain't gonna be like no big names.
0 yards gained. so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quick. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness. You got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's right, the guys in the
You seen what D said? I better be worried when I join.
If they're smart, they do.
Nah, I ain't seen that.
He said that on my chat.
Oh, I see it.
This one taken.
He just don't know, man. Me and you in the league by ourselves. We liable to play 2 seasons in 3 weeks.
Start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march on the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
I don't know what that nigga waiting on. His game broke.
So we know that what
You know definitely ain't gonna get it nothing.
Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
From what y'all say, how y'all
yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Y'all just make it seem, y'all make it sound like Daphne, boy.
Now Johnson from the gun, he'll throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag
I said she ain't breaking the game,
short,
nah, his I think it's short as doc. He bought that from the pawn shop. So you know he bought stuff in the pawn. Ah, dang, he bought stuff in the pawn shop.
Back now here in Santa Clara.
You don't know how long it'll be or go out.
Possession, they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Back to throw. Johnson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham.
Surprise him and get it for him.
10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
They might.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Johnson operating from the gun, eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him.
He's still out there, Clay.
You don't have a running lane that you want to take.
Hold on a second.
Make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been excellent.
I don't know. He's just been doing his own thing.
This will be 3rd and 5.
He's still out there, Clay.
Looking to throw. Johnson.
Oh, you messing me up. Yeah.
And incomplete.
They ain't messing you up, nigga.
Like they were getting ready to convert there.
You just can't play, nigga.
What an effort to get his hand on
Focus on your game over there. Let me focus on mine.
And brings up a 4th down decision.
I'm winning those.
Make sure you get to the playoffs. Make sure you shut. There's Brian suck.
The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively. And I am not sure, partner, what the mindset was to go for. I don't know.
For who?
Some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands.
Man, you don't go on some of that. You be trying to finesse people on your trade.
And now a fumble.
Come on, pick up the ball.
That's Larry Fitzgerald, man.
Larry Fitzgerald, 50 years old, man.
Whatever the case is,
they're feeling good about just keeping the football
there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Mayfield. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Mayfield on 1st down. This is caught by
Robinson.
Man, I thought Lindsey became an impact player, man.
It's second down.
I thought he had superstar
4
traits.
yards on that last completion.
I can barely hear you.
Second and 6.
I say Lindsey was supposed to get superstar traits after last game, man. He still ain't got it.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
He's supposed to what?
Joey Bosa.
Superstar traits. He had developed superstar traits.
Season.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches,
Who that?
say, guys, you got to earn the
Philip
right to
Lindsay,
rush
my
the
running
passer.
back.
They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin
I
your
don't-
ears back
That's
time
that's another thing I'm confused about too. Cause like once players get to like a certain overall, you would think that they should get like a superstar and then get X factor.
That's what I'm talking about. He supposed to have had an X factor, but I don't see it.
Excited about the big plays. Let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
I don't know, cause I know
Camera miss was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch.
they supposed to have one, but he ain't on
Now
either.
a throw on first down there, but it's
Kilo
incomplete.
Witherspoon went from they gave him a
Second
superstar
down
trait,
throw for Mayfield.
and Leslie was
Man
supposed to
right
get
side is Ingram.
an impact player.
And he'll go
Impact.
down here right around the 23-yard line.
But
The reception good for 7.
I might have to go in and do it like
The
manually.
8th play of the drive coming up.
What you want to do, like when you get to like a 90, a 92?
Nah, man, because you're going to all your players when you
Going
have
to the air
let
again
it
with
do it when it do
Mayfield.
it.
That's going to be caught by
If we don't do
Richardson.
it, it don't
And
do
he'll
it.
have the first
Alright, that's
down,
on me.
getting this one to the 14-yard line.
I'm not you.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a
Are you right?
result, the drive
Your record ain't
continues.
better than mine.
On first down, Michelle.
If we meet right now, tell y'all, my team will kill
Get
you.
there, tackled
So what
down
now?
at the 1.
I said, if we meet right now,
A
my team
solid
will kill
pickup
you.
at 13 sets him up first and goal.
Crazy.
They held him in check in the
This
first
guy
half.
shoots my
That's
defense
his
up.
longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a
Like
great
you need to do something about
opportunity.
your
And
offense.
across the goal line into the end
And your
zone.
defense. We're not about to score again. It's about they sorry. It's
His
21-14.
second touchdown of the night. As his
They
guys
sorry,
are
you
back
wanna be
within a
sorry
single
too.
score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it's
Y'all
Get that
negative.
mess out of here.
Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. Following the bunch, PAT, they're set to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with Elliott. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to be down
Zeke
at
getting
the
traded this
35.
offseason.
Gain of 7. Now San Francisco going to call their
Trade him
second
now.
timeout as they'll talk it over here
Nah,
before what will be an
I need to make
important
trades this
3rd down.
offseason.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he is going to have the first
D,
down.
what you over there
and that is
laughing
gonna
at?
Suck the life right out of this crowd. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
You
And
know
they'll
you want
be
to go for
disappointed to have to burn
playing
one
6
there
games
after
a season.
giving
A
up
year
the
in the
first
league.
down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running
He
back.
had enough for 19.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse.
Zeke ain't got
Atlanta.
that
And
burst,
taking it
man.
across
I need to run about
midfield
that.
and
They can
inside
get out of
the
there and get
45.
gone.
It's a gain of 12
Breida
first
back?
down Seahawks.
No, I want him
Great
back.
time there to come up with his longest
Nigga hurt,
run of
man.
the night. We just saw it.
leads to a lot of
That
satisfaction
nigga hurt.
because if they're
Oh,
able
look
to
at
hang
this.
on and win this game, you know what else will happen in
Hey,
the
you
locker
got
room after
what you
this?
did? You got it fixed or you got a new one?
Great job, guys.
Or you ordered a new
Because of
one?
that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
This is Elliott. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen
you got this one from the pawn shop too, or you bought it like brand new?
High school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Oh shoot, Lamar Jackson got that first one free. Oh.
You ain't playing Lamar Jackson, is you?
Nah, his little X Factor thing came on the side.
Oh, you said your game over?
Yeah, my game over with. I want that as my X Factor. Yeah, I don't like that bazooka.
That's when you break tackles or
yeah, you got that. You got that breaking tackles, juking and stuff. I want that one.
Can't you get more than one?
Nah, you can change your skin. It go based off your skin. So if you change your skin to get the first one free, then you'll get it.
Look at this dude, man. Niggas cheating on me, man.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot.
Hey.
Man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the pig skin when he stretch a disc. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your fifth grand. Run it up, 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 count it up.
And I'm about to play 2K cause I'm about to be on the buy. I'm gonna switch back over once. Yeah, I'm on I already on advance. So if you play your game, just let me know, and I'll switch back over. I'm gonna play a game of 2K real quick.